Hey Gabe, if you're done with work, I was thinking about going kayaking. You want to come?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I gotta jump into the computer first, so.
Can you get out of there somehow?
I don't know how.
Good luck with
Bob,
that. I'll see
Bob,
you later.
Please! Bob! Bob! I need you! Will? Will? Will, let me out, Will. I need you to let me out, Will. You will let me out. Yeah!
Gabe, what did you do?
Now that I'm out, I feel a newfound sense of exploration. Like I found a new life, like I need a... Bob? What are you doing here?
Oh, hey Gabe.
Bob, is that a kayak?
Yeah, I picked it up. It was super easy after you showed me how to use the Parks and Rec calendar.
Yeah, cool, but you just left me back there.
Yeah, I wanted to go kayaking.
I was lost in the computer for weeks.
Yeah,
Wow, rude, man.
don't care.
So, how did you get the kayak anyways?
Well, here's the thing. After checking out the calendar, I headed down to Parks and Rec to fill out the forms and pay the rental. They gave me the keys, then they fitted me with a life vest, then paddles, a dry bag, and a water pump. And they gave me a sheet for do's and don'ts in the water. Then I just came to the park and unlocked the kayak from the rack behind Stillwell's by the park, and put it on the kayak launcher and took off.
Okay, yeah, I get it. It's super easy to do.
Super easy.
Yeah, man, you don't gotta explain it all to me.
Sorry, you asked.
I guess.
So where's Will?
Huh?
I had Will come down here to keep an eye on me. He was on the laptop earlier.
Oh, weird. Never heard of him.
You work together?
I'll see you later, bub. I'll see you later.
So, what happened to Will then? Anyways, for this week's report, Exeter celebrates the 4th of July 2 weeks late at the American Independence Festival. New community power rates expected to bring in $7 million in value and savings. Governor Chris Sununu gives the State of the State address at RiverWoods. Information about the Healthy Lawns Clean Water campaign. And a recap of the Select Board's most recent meeting on June 27th. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this is the Exeter Biweekly Report. Let's get started. With no 4th of July celebrations, Exeter will celebrate America's founding at the 33rd American Independence Festival on July 15th. We spoke to staff at the American Independence Museum to learn more about the event.
American Independence Festival is on Saturday, July 15th from 10 to 4. This year, excitingly, we are again putting vendors and organizations onto Water Street. So Water Street will not be open to car traffic. From 10 to 4, we will be open on the museum grounds and on Water Street. Water Street will be vendors, crafters, and local organizations. On Swayze Parkway, we have Team that we've partnered with. We will have food trucks, there will be music. Up on the grounds of the museum, we will have 18th century artisans doing all sorts of interesting crafts. We will have military reenactors. We will have day-to-day life of 18th century going on. both on the grounds and in our historic Folsom Tavern. There will be performances throughout the day from 10 to 4. We're having a whole kids tent that will be up towards the yellow building. We call it the Lad Gilman House, and that's where the declaration will be, the original Dunlap broadside copy of the Declaration of Independence, which only comes out just once a year. This is the weekend. It's New Hampshire's original. It's a great chance, your only chance throughout the year to come out and see it. The festival this year is free for everyone. There is no admission thanks to our sponsor, Service Credit Union. We do have a couple other sponsors that are helping us out. We got so many wonderful artisans and reenactors thanks to the New Hampshire Council for the Arts. We've got special new this year, 2 magnificent performers, both Black women, performing as former enslaved, and that is thanks to the New Hampshire Humanities. Those are gonna be right on the schedule, which is available on our website, independencemuseum.org.
The Community Power Coalition of New Hampshire, of which Exeter is a member, published their Q2 announcement on June 30th, projecting even more savings and value for member communities. We dove into the report to learn more. Exeter Community Power launched in May as a part of a larger statewide Community Power Coalition of New Hampshire. The program lowered rates for those enrolled in Unitil's default energy supply by rolling them into one of Exeter's 4 supply options. Across the state, around 75,000 customers across 12 communities have been enrolled in the program. The program thus far has created $14 million in value in the first 3 months. The coalition has recently grown to include 35 towns, cities, and counties, representing 24% of New Hampshire's population. New rates have been announced that go into effect on August 1st and run through January 31st. We spoke to Select Board member Julie Gilman, who serves as one of 2 representatives for Exeter, about how the launch is going and what's next for the coalition.
For Q2, August through January, the rates have dropped again. And the interesting about it is the default rate is another 5 cents lower, which brings the higher end, if you would like to have 100% renewable energy supplied to your house or business, it's the same rate as what through June was the default rate. So we're building up the reserves so that when energy fluctuations occur, we can flatten it out so we won't have the big highs and lows that you've seen in the past. And then also part of that reserve, when we build up to a certain amount, the extra money will be available, distributed to the towns involved for us to develop other renewable energy projects.
Residents interested in learning more about the Q2 updates and other Exeter Community Power information are encouraged to attend the July 10th Select Board meeting for updates or visit communitypowernh.gov/Exeter. The Exeter Area Chamber of Commerce and RiverWoods hosted Governor Chris Sununu for a State of the State address. Here's a quick preview of the event. Governor Chris Sununu was hosted by the Exeter Area Chamber of Commerce and RiverWoods for a State of the State address. Speaking to residents and visitors at the Boulder campus of RiverWoods, Sununu spoke about the state's budget, economic challenges and opportunities, and the impact on the New Hampshire business community.
Let's talk about just where we are in terms of New Hampshire, right? What's happening here, what's been moving. Obviously, if you talk about the politics right now in New Hampshire, we have some really big political wins, believe it or not. You can get that, good bipartisanship, folks working together, and we have some examples that I think the rest of the country could really learn from. It's really at the foundation of who we are within the Grand State, right? Our state motto, what's the state motto? Live free or die, right? And I always say it is not just 4 words on our license plate. That's pretty cool, 4 words. Everyone across the country wants to live free or die on their license plate. But it really is way more than that. Live free or die, at the heart of it, is how we govern. And how we govern is we putting individuals first, right? The government is not here to solve your problems.
You can watch full coverage of the event on our YouTube page or Channel 98. The town is revamping efforts to reduce non-point source pollution in our waterways. In this effort, the town is hoping to educate homeowners about proper lawn management and its benefits to the watershed.
Exeter is in the Great Bay watershed, which faces many threats from pollution. The town has invested millions into improvements to the wastewater treatment facility to address what is called point source pollution, or a single identifiable source of pollution. Another large source of pollution is called non-point source pollution, and it happens right in our own yards. The Healthy Lawns Clean Water Initiative is sweeping through Exeter, looking for folks from around town to educate residents on how their lawn management can help reduce pollution into our local waterways. We spoke with Kristen Murphy, the town's conservation and sustainability planner, regarding why the folks of Exeter should participate in this very important project.
The Healthy Lawns Clean Water Initiative is an important initiative because what we place on our lawn matters. A lot of residents aren't aware that the Exeter River is part of our drinking water, and so when we place materials on our lawn like pet waste or fertilizer, salt for our driveways, during rainstorms, all of that can wash across our landscape into our rivers, streams, and water bodies, either directly or through nearby storm drains. There are 5 easy steps associated with this commitment. 1. Plant native plants. On the Healthy Lawns Clean Water Initiative, we have a variety of native plants. Step 2, mow higher. We're asking you to set your mowers at their highest setting, about 3 inches above the ground. This will ensure your grass grows stronger and makes your lawn more resistant. Step 3 is let the clippings lie. Removing the clippings adds waste to our landfill, and allowing them to break apart on your lawn is actually a free source of fertilizer. And we're asking you to test your soil. Most established lawns don't need fertilizer at all. In New Hampshire, it tends to be pH that needs an adjustment. And then the last and final step is to water wisely. Most lawns only need about 1 inch a week. So we're asking you all to take the pledge and commit to a healthier Exeter River.
If you're interested in taking the pledge, head to exeternh.gov and fill a quick Google form and put in your address if you'd like a sign to be placed in your yard to encourage others to join in on the fun.
Finally, we have a quick recap of the most recent Select Board meeting from our Meeting Minute series. This is your Select Board Meeting Minute for June 27th. The meeting began by recognizing Andy Kohler as a Master Municipal Clerk.
This is an incredibly prestigious award, and you have worked incredibly hard through your tenure here at Exeter.
I want to thank my staff for holding down the office while I attended conferences, executive and regional board meetings, and committee meetings, all for points towards the Master Municipal Clerk. I couldn't have done without these ladies. Thank you.
Next, a public hearing was opened regarding the special town meeting bond article.
The legal notice of public hearing, Town of Exeter 2023 special town meeting bond article. The Exeter Select Board hereby gives notice of a public hearing pursuant to RSA 33:8A on the following project regarding a bond and note as part of the special town meeting warrant article. Number 1, the installation of 2 12-inch siphons from J.D. Hill to the main pump station for a dollar amount of $3,500,000. The public hearing will be held on Tuesday, June 27th, 2023 at 7 p.m. in the Novak Room of the Exeter Town offices. The public is encouraged to attend.
Next, Town Planner Dave Sharples presented a plan to contract Stantex for a downtown parking, traffic, and pedestrian flow analysis. Voters approved $50,000 under Article 21 from the unassigned fund balance in March to fund the study. Next, Communications Advisory Committee Chair Martha McKenty shared the group's second set of recommendations to enhance town communications.
Of course we support better communications. It's easy to say that, right? It means making a proactive commitment to a culture of communication. Every staff member should just ask themselves every day a simple question. Am I doing something today that residents need to know about?
We sort of, as a group, know how to do this. We just don't know when to do it. So your question is right on the money. Am I doing something today that the citizens of this town want to hear about?
Public Works returned to request approval for 3 contracts linked to separate 2023 warrant articles. The first contract, approved for $45,800, involves a master plan feasibility study for a potential new public works facility at 13 Newfields Road. It will assess staffing needs, operational requirements, and provide a concept development budget. The second contract, awarded to Underwood Engineers Inc. for $286,800, covers the design of 5,100 feet of sewer capacity upgrades along a portion of High Street. Thirdly, the department sought permission to award a $104,800 design contract to VHB for a roundabout at the intersection of Front, Pine, and Linden Streets. Lastly, the board passed a motion to grant the assistant town manager and select board chair the authority to sign documents on behalf of the town manager in their absence. You can watch the full video and hundreds of hours of content on our Exeter TV YouTube channel. The next select board meeting will be on July 10th. That does it for this week's report. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread the word. We'll be back on July 21st for the next edition of the show. A quick note that our studio space is currently undergoing renovation, so the report may look and sound a little bit different over the coming months. But we're still committed to bringing you the best in local news and updates. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this has been the Exeter Biweekly Report. Have a good weekend, Exeter.